God cannot do anything because God has no right to interrupt with the karmic equation. बच्चा माँ को जन्म देता है, माँ बच्चे को जन्म देता है, ऐसे गुरु साधक को ढूंढता है, साधक गुरु को ढूंढता है. Everybody has infinite potential. How to tap that is fundamentally sadhana.
When the sadhak comes, they think the guru will do some magic on themselves.
No guru ever said, I will change magic and all. Guru is somebody who can individually train people into setting their precepts and then aligning their mind and emotions to what they want in their life. Nature or God or Guru are just repercussions of your innate desire to align within yourself.
Can I interject?
Yeah, please. You are here to interject. Lord Shiva is the universal potential. Ma Durga is all about mind. People who cannot walk, paralyzed people start running, they say. Why is that so? Because there is a strong Ichha Shakti motivated survival instinct kicking in when the mind and the emotions never question. They just follow the leader.
How do I grow that area while remaining in a blissful state?
All this alignment has to happen. Then your identity also, if it aligns, then Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, when they are aligned, nothing can stop you from getting what you want in life.
प्रणाम सिद्ध गुरु आत्मानंदा जी. आज आप पॉडकास्ट पे आए, आपने समय निकाला, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा. आपसे कुछ सवाल मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ एज अ साधक. तो गुरु जी, ऐसा है कि जब एक इंसान परेशान होता है तो वो अक्सर भगवान की खोज में निकल जाता है. मंदिर जाता है, पूजा पाठ करता है, नाम जाप करता है, व्रत रखता है. फिर जब उसकी वहाँ दाल नहीं गलती और उसको अपनी प्रॉब्लम का समाधान नहीं मिलता, तो फिर वो गुरु की खोज में निकल पड़ता है. अक्सर उसे गुरु मिल जाते हैं, कई बार नहीं मिलते. तो मुझे आपसे पूछना था कि इन दोनों में से कौन सा उपाय एक इंसान के लिए बेहतर है उसकी दुविधा को सुधारने के लिए?
कौन सा उपाय बेहतर है ये जानने के लिए हमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है अच्छे से समझना जरूरी है. जैसे आपने बोला कि कोई इंसान तकलीफ में होता है तो भगवान के पास जाता है. क्यों जाता है? भगवान उसकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देगा. कैसे कर देगा? सी, भगवान, गॉड is one concept which is very very highly misunderstood. आप सनातन धर्म के कोई भी ग्रंथ लो तो उसमें आपको यही सुनने को या देखने को मिलेगा कि आप जैसे करते हो आप वैसे भरते हो. अगर आपकी जिंदगी में कुछ दुख दुविधा प्रॉब्लम कुछ भी हो तो उसके लिए भी आपको ऐसा ऐसा नियम फॉलो करना पड़ेगा, ऐसे ऐसे विधि तंत्र करना पड़ेगा जिससे आपकी मन बदलेगा, उससे आपकी परिस्थिति बदलेगा. सो गॉड कभी कुछ करता ही नहीं है, कर ही नहीं सकता है. गॉड सूर्य की तरह है. गॉड, दैट इज द रीजन वाई सूर्य को भी हम देव माने हैं और हवा को भी वायु बोलते हैं. तो पृथ्वी, आपस, ये भी पंचमहाभूत होते हुए भी देवता ही है. वैसे जो भी देवता है, यम देवता की मजाल है कि मेरी मृत्यु से पहले मुझे लेके जाए. नहीं लेके जा पाएगा, लेकिन जब समय आती है तो कोई यम देवता को रोक नहीं सकते. सो a fundamental natural principle that is bound by the laws of its own self or nature, which can never be wavered, altered, is called as Deva. So it's a fundamental principle of nature only. So God cannot do anything.
Okay.
Because God has no right to interrupt with the karmic equation that's happening within the system. Are you understanding?
Yes.
But you have all the right by aligning yourself to the God.
How does that work?
Now, that is the reason why they say bhakti, japa, tapa and other upachara or sadhana. Bhakti is one of it, but that is the most complex and most difficult and most unrewarding and absolutely enlightening experience or process. How do I say? Sant Tukaram, Bhakta Shrestha, बट जब वो भक्ति करने आए या संत नामदेव भक्त श्रेष्ठ, लेकिन अगर आप भक्ति देखते हैं तो स्टार्टिंग सब कुछ तकलीफ 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 तकलीफ, इन स्पाइट ऑफ इट भक्ति, an unconditional level of surrender which is very difficult, so it is unrewarding but absolutely enlightening. एक दिन बहुत कुछ हो जाएगा. सो जप तप वैसे बहुत सारे पद्धति है. तो गुरु के पास आते हैं అంటే ये जप तप साधना विधि सीखने, तब भी इट इज नॉट द गुरु, इट इज योर डिसिप्लिन. हम जब जिंदगी में तकलीफ में होते हैं, हमारे अंदर सच्चा इच्छा कितना है, हमें बदलना है हमारी जिंदगी सुधरने के लिए. बहुत सारे आपने सुना होगा कि मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ पर मेरे दीदी को तकलीफ हो जाएगी इसलिए नहीं करता हूँ. मैं उधर जाके करियर में प्रोग्रेस करना चाहता हूँ लेकिन मम्मी को तकलीफ हो जाएगी, पापा को हो जाएगी, इधर आई विल मिस माय फ्रेंड्स, इधर आई विल मिस घर का खाना. पीपल डोंट टेक positive proactive steps in their life because of so many reasons. That means they are not truly determined. So क्वेश्चन ये था कि भगवान और गुरु और ये सब इसमें कौन सा विकल्प बेहतर. सबसे बड़ा इसीलिए बोलते हैं जब तुम्हारे अंदर सच्चा निष्ठा होगी तुम्हारे अपने आप की जिंदगी को बदलने या अभिवृद्धि पुरोगति करने, तब गुरु सामने से प्रकट होता है.
तो इसका मतलब है कि गुरु साधक को ढूंढते हैं या साधक गुरु को ढूंढते हैं?
दोनों सही है. जैसे कि माँ बच्चे को पैदा करती है लेकिन बच्चे होने से ही माँ पैदा होती है. बच्चा होने से पहले वो औरत होती है.
करेक्ट.
द डे शी नोस दैट शी इज प्रेग्नेंट वो हाफ मदर हो गई.
करेक्ट.
वो तब से मेरा बच्चा फील कर रही है. और जिस दिन अपने बच्चे को जन्म दिया, बच्चे का मुंह देख लिया, उस दिन के बाद से देयर इज नो टर्निंग पॉइंट.
करेक्ट.
उस औरत की जिंदगी में वो बच्चा बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है. सो इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड, बच्चा माँ को जन्म देता है, माँ बच्चे को जन्म देता है. ऐसे गुरु साधक को ढूंढता है, साधक गुरु को ढूंढता है. लेकिन इन सब ये ढूंढना आपस में तब तक ही नहीं होगा जब तक हमारी जिंदगी में सच्चा निष्ठा, ट्रू spirit or true undying hunger to change your own life, progress. And most of the people ask this question also कि progress करे तो क्या करे. I don't know.
It was my next question.
Most people have this problem where they say I didn't know this kind of things existed. I didn't know that I had to do this. I didn't know I had to think like this to progress in life. Come on, in the days of internet revolution, AI revolution and all that, we live in a world where data is gold and so much data is there, and still if we don't know something, then is it our mistake? Or first it all begins with hunger to know what I don't know. Hunger to know what else I should do to better my life. Hunger to progress. If you have this, then you will know what to. And if you have the hunger for what to also, then you will automatically have the Guru before you. And sadhana also before you. And progress also before you.
So Guruji, the critical question here I want to ask you is that when the sadhak comes, they think the Guru will do some magic and their problems will get sorted, but you are talking about doing and changing. And you're also talking about changing our actions, changing our mindset, and you're asking the sadhak to work on themselves.
No Guru ever said, I will change magic and all. That is what. Initially, when we have problems, we go to Guruji or we go to God. Why? See, if I am having a fever, sitting before an AC so that my fever goes away is called foolishness.
Correct.
If I am having a fever, an intrinsic inner health issue, sitting before, just because I'm feeling hot, I will go sit just before the AC so that, cool air will cool me down. Yeah, technically it works a little bit, but it is not good. In the same fashion, what we need to understand is there are no quick fixes in life. And Guru कुछ कर देगा. ये जो भी गुरु बोलेगा कि I will do everything, नहीं. After you doing only, Guru can do something, or God can do something. Nature or God or Guru are just repercussions of your innate desire to align within yourself.
That's a complicated statement. Will you explain that?
Simple example. Your school is as powerful as a student you are. Your people around you are as loving to you as loving you are to them.
Right.
In the same fashion, universe, Guru and God can only help you to the extent you really are aligned and want to progress and change within you. या गुरु कर देगा, गॉड कर देगा, कुछ नहीं करेगा। हम ऐसा भी बोलते हैं ना कि गॉड को हम ये ऑफर करते हैं मंदिर जाके, फर्क क्या पड़ता है गॉड को? कुछ नहीं पड़ता है। यू अंडरस्टैंड? इट इज ऑल अबाउट नाउ सी फॉर एग्जांपल मैं मंदिर जाता हूँ। बहुत सारे लोग इंडिया में स्पेशली साउथ इंडिया में कुछ लोगों को ये बहुत स्ट्रांग बिलीफ रहती है। मंदिर की जो सीढ़ियाँ होते हैं वो पैरों से भी नहीं चढ़ते हैं, घुटनों से चढ़ते हैं। और by the time they reach the temple, they have serious injuries, all that. But still they do that. Why? అంటే वो कर see मैं जब किसी को कुछ कर रहा हूँ, मैं प्यार और रिसेप्टिविटी बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ। आपने देखा होगा पुराने हिंदी पिक्चर में भी ये होता है, मैंने आपकी नमक खाया सरदार, तो अब गोली खा बोल के मार देते हैं। Now the point is नमक खाए सो सेवा करे सो आदमी को मैं नमक खाया बोल के उसके ऊपर लॉयल्टी रहता है। When you serve, you build loyalty. When you don't serve and when you take service, you don't build loyalty. These days, ये 16 साल 18 साल आने तक भी बच्चे मम्मी you don't know, पापा you don't know, all this they are saying because in our culture we have Sanatana Dharma culture was there, but these days what's happening? Parents are from the day one giving an experience to the child that I am born to serve you. Mummy is born to serve, take care of me. Papa is born to provide to me. That is the reason why they don't have loyalty, but parents have loyalty for the child because they are serving. So why I am trying to tell you, you need to serve. हम गॉड के पास जाके हम घुटनों पे चढ़ते हैं तो उस समय पे गॉड को फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, पैर से चढ़ो ऐसे चढ़ो, क्योंकि तेरा हर चीज मैंने बनाई सो ही है। वॉट एवर घुटने भी, देर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड एज undesirable, lower, higher or waste to God. So God has no problem with anything. Your mind has problem with everything. So when I try to do extreme or I remove my, Mundane karate, people donate their hair to the temple. That's also, it's your mental service to the God. You are feeling God has no benefit or loss out of it. God is neutral. But then, oh, I am doing this for the sake of God. I am doing this for the sake of God. You create an alignment within you for the God.
And then what happens?
When you create alignment, you naturally create receptivity.
Okay.
See, what happens is, as I said, in the days of information era and data and everything, people say, I didn't know, कोई बताने वाला नहीं था, कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, कोई ऐसा भी कर सकते, अभी तक नहीं पता था। ऐसा नहीं, data is there everywhere. If you want to know, things are readily available. You don't search. Why? Because you don't have the hunger. Why you don't have the hunger? Because you haven't served that purpose. So whatever, say, you serve a very good musician. You naturally tend to develop interest and liking for music.
Correct.
You serve a painter, you serve a mathematician, you serve whomever you serve, you develop alignment to that genre. You serve a rich man, but not as a servant, with that perspective. You serve him in his system, you will also become rich. That's what mentor and mentee, shishya and guru is all about that. एक alignment से guru की, एक alignment and see, a rich man gets served by a daily wage laborer. A rich man's mentee also serves him. Both are serving with a different mindset.
Yes.
One is serving with a mindset, if I work, then I'll get money. And that is the relationship with the rich guy. And the mentee of the rich guy, who acts as a mentor here, he is serving, if I serve this guy, I get his mindset.
Right.
what is the reason why you're doing? So, for example, there is a temple, very divine temple. Technically, God has nothing to do with you give him hair or not. But when you work mentally thinking, if I am giving this hair because I respect that God, it is a useless thing for God. It's a commercial thing for a temple to sell your hair, and
Correct.
God has nothing to do with your hair. But you have everything to do with that. You develop a love and respect. I am doing this, I am growing my hair, I am giving it to God so that as a service I offer. Now, when I say I am serving the God, you naturally develop alignment towards the God. Now, this alignment again with your, if I do this, then God will take care of me. If I do this, I will get a car. If I do this, I will get my problem solved. If I do this, whatever. You create a receptivity because in our mind, every condition comes with a pretext conditions. One condition, if I serve, what happens? You decide, no. So every service, everything is designed with a concept only. If I do something, what will I get is automatically preset in our mind. Yes or no? So how your presets work, God also. That is the reason why 1,000 people go to temple. Tirupati Balaji example. Many people say, I come every year and we grow financially rich. Some people say, we grow this, we grow that. Some people,
Nothing happens.
Some people, nothing happens. They feel a lot because they, in their mind, their presets. For every mission, there is a preset. Your presets are confused.
Okay.
See, I want to be rich, but then I can't leave my mother. And she is sick, so I have to serve her. Example, yeah, that's good. Nothing wrong in that. Serving mother is very important. Or I have a good business opportunity there, or I have this, but then I can't do that. I can't go there. I can't do this. I like that person, but I can't behave like this. I can't do like this. And that person wants it that way. So we can't be together. Situations. See, it's that go-getting spirit. In ourself, how you कुछ नहीं क्यों नहीं होता है क्योंकि जब हमारी प्रीसेट कंडीशंस हमारे सिस्टम में हम इतने कुछ करते हैं तो वो प्रीसेट कंडीशंस के वजह से चीजें ब्लॉक हो जाती हैं कुछ लोग मंदिर जाते हैं या भगवान की पूजा साधना करते हैं दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई गुरु इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नाउ साधना करने से नहीं जैसे ऑल दिस कॉन्वर्जेशन स्टार्टेड कि क्या करना चाहिए मैजिकली कोई गुरुजी अगर बोला वो गलत साधक को मैजिकली नहीं हार्ड वर्किंगली अपने प्रीसेट्स माइंड के प्रीसेट्स ये ऐसा है तो ऐसा है ऐसा है तो ऐसा है एवरीबडी हैज एन आइडिया फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन आई से व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय गेटिंग रिच if you ask 100 people 100 people will tell you 100 ideas the idea of becoming rich is different or if you say whatever a happy married life 100 people will tell you 100 things different for everything these are your presets now each preset contradicts with other preset happy married life now what is a good relationship for you or what is a happy memory what is that you want to do बचपन में गांव में हम तालाब के पास बैठ के दोस्तों के साथ बातें करते थे आहा those was the golden days preset now what do you want to do I want to become rich now this is contradicting with that
Correct.
what is your golden days you go back into your mind and tell a wrong preset what is your future you now your future is contradicting your golden moment and when you tell your subconscious mind my golden moment is गांव में तालाब के पास बैठना your subconscious mind is working to ensure that you go back to the talab
Correct.
but you are consciously struggling in the city to become rich or get whatever you want in your life your presets are contradicting example like this many so guru is somebody who can individually train people into setting their presets and then aligning their mind and emotions to what they want in their life again not outwardly inwardly everybody has infinite potential they say How to tap that is fundamentally sadhana. And what is the siddhi of sadhana or perfection of sadhana is realizing that you are that infinite potential, you don't need to achieve anything.
तो बहुत
बहुत लंबा बात
लंबा
है, इसीलिए
दूर
इसीलिए
की
तो
बात है।
इसीलिए तो सिद्धि ऑफ साधना बोल दिया है. But what is sadhana is this mind has many milestones to achieve, or this mind has many wants. Realizing that all wants cannot be achieved because most wants contradict each other. So removing the unwanted wants, selecting a series of wants that align with each other, and aligning this mind to that infinite potential to ensure that these wants are done. That selection and weeding out of unnecessary wants, Guru helps you in that. It's a mental process, exercise. Sadhana is a mental exercise more. That is the reason why they say Shrunatavya, Manatavya, and then Nididhyasana. So first we need to really figure out what we really want in life. Simply going to God and going to Guru is not going to help. Because Guru will say, close your eyes and meditate. Okay, meditate. But what? We are meditating for our contradicting precepts. Then, see, any amount of water you pour into a bucket full of holes, it still find it empty.
True. So Guruji, like it's very rare to hear a guru talk about aligning the mind to wants.
It's not rare. I want to interrupt here. Sanatana Dharma insisted that a guru is there to help you align your mind. These days, these new age gurus and these kind of people, they say it's a business. See, it's a business. Even, if you come to me as a shishya, then you can't go to any other guru. That is also one pretext that these days gurus are keeping. Guru Mandala Rupini. All gurus, every guru known to mankind, it is Tripura Sundari only. Any guru should be Tripura Sundari only. If not, there is no Guru Parampara. Everything, all Paramparas belong to Tripura Sundari only. That is the truth of our Vedic text. Of our Upanishads, Atma Vare Drashtavyo Maitreyi. There is, or our Vedic text says, Narayana Para Jyotinar Atma Narayana Paraha. So if you see, the final truth is one, and that alone can act as God or Guru. No, there is no Guru Sampradaya. But then, what happens is, if you come to me, then you can't go to somebody. If you do this sadhana, you can't do that sadhana. All this. And it's all about, now, we have come to this dirty age where people say, Sanatana Dharma is all about Ishvara Pranidhana, doing prayer to God and Paropakara. Even great people, so-called great positional people in great positions, they are trying to say this. It's so disheartening. So I interject here because Guru is somebody who helps you Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara alignment. One who does Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Your mind, your emotions, your consciousness, and your identity. All should be aligned. If you identify yourself as a rich guy, you are a rich guy. But what's stopping you? Your consciousness. Why your consciousness is stopping you? Because your emotions are towards that. Example here, everybody has different. My favorite time, that time I spent in the village. My ambition is to become an entrepreneur. You can't be, because you're subconsciously anchored to a certain experience. Gaon wala rahe ke, I want to be a villager sitting there, going to the talab and enjoying. Actually, village is not about talab, but these days, anyways, example. So, Guru is somebody who helps you align your emotions, deep-rooted emotions. I want to grow in my life. For that, what you need to do? First, create art of negotiation, art of articulation, art of acceptance, people winning, people skills. These days, people don't develop people skills and want a happy relationship. So, how is it possible? people skills, communication, articulation, negotiation. Are you understanding? And a clear focus on where you want to go. And for that, what are required? And what kind of skills, what kind of things are required. All this alignment has to happen. Then your identity also, if it aligns, then mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, when they are aligned, nothing can stop you from getting what you want in life. So getting things aligned is Gurudam. Sanatana Dharma is not about God. Sanatana Dharma is not about benefiting others. Sanatana Dharma is not about deities. Sanatana Dharma is all about Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma. All these four are same. No difference. Technically, it's all same. One thing. You are that absolute truth. Align to it, oh mind, emotions, and consciousness. And you will find all your answers there. And you have to benefit others just because the other person is also you. Ecosystem. In a business, the more you serve a customer, the more you become rich. You don't have to have a feeling that I am paropakara, I am serving you. I am serving you for myself. That you will develop when you know that in your own manobuddhi chitta hankara, mind, emotions, consciousness, and your infinite identity, your potential aligns, then you understand serving everybody is serving myself. And every answer is solved. You understand what I'm trying to say? But then when you don't align this, then God, Sanatana Dharma is about praying God and serving people. Then you serve people and end up, I served so much Guruji, I helped so much Guruji, but everything bad happened to me.
Correct.
I did so many pujas Guruji, but nothing happened to me Guruji. Because idiots have told you Sanatana Dharma is about God puja and serving people. Sanatana Dharma is about aligning yourself. All our ancient Upanishads, Vedic texts, Sadhana, Sri Vidya, all Tantra, all Mantra, all Yantra, Manna Trayate iti mantra, that which aligns the mind is mantra. That which aligns you, that which creates a singularity within you is called the sadhana. Singularity of what? Fundamentally, the body has emotions, mental thoughts, mental coherence. And when these emotions and mental coherence align, my consciousness aligns. And consciousness aligns to identity, and everything else is aligned. Are you understanding?
Yes.
That's what even in the Western science they say, if you truly believe you are rich, you will find a way to become rich. If you truly believe you are slim, then your body will fire. You eat no matter what, you will become slim. They say that. They have copied it from our system only. When you align, everything is what you design. Icha Kriya Jnana Shakti Sampurna. Icha Shakti is created by the Jnana Shakti. When the Jnana and Icha are aligned, Kriya automatically happens. Example, if I ask you to say, okay, run from here or do something, then you will say how, why, what. But when a pressure situation comes, you just jump and do it, right? Through the Icha Shakti, survival instinct kicks in. Then how is figured out and action is also figured out. When house is on fire, even the people who cannot walk, paralyzed people start running, they say.
Correct.
Why is that so? Because if there is a strong Icha Shakti motivated survival instinct kicking in, then the mind and the emotions never question. They just follow the leader. That ekatva that happens in emergency situations, how to do or establish that within you 24/7 is what sadhana's purpose is all about. The purpose of sadhana is to ensure that you align your emotions, mind, and your consciousness to your identity, which is prefixed with a well thought aligned viveka. Now, identity again, I am a, what is your identity? हम तो गांव वाले हैं, हम तो इधर से आए हैं, हम तो पुराने ऐसे लोग हैं. What do? I'm an engineer trying to figure out and growing career. How can that identity match? You understand? We have a split personality kind of a thing. No, identity has to be one. Who are you? The identity has to be fully, clearly figured out.
Can I interject?
Yeah, please.
जैसे
You are here to interject.
so identity जैसे आपने बोला it's fragmented.
Yes.
So and we are not aware of the fragmentation. जैसे आपने अभी
Again,
बोला
वही बोला.
हाँ
You are not aware, but it's your job to think and see. हमारे अंदर क्या फ्रैगमेंटेशन है, उसको हमें थॉटफुली फिगर आउट करना ही तो जिंदगी है.
बहुत मुश्किल है गुरुजी, होता ही
किधर
नहीं.
मुश्किल? सी, ऐसा है ना, मैं कब बोला कि मेकिंग ए $1 million और $1 billion इज इजी? मैं कब बोला पासिंग 10th क्लास इज इजी? मैं कब बोला कि गेटिंग IIT सीट इज इजी? बहुत मुश्किल है, नहीं होता है. लेकिन कुछ लोगों को हो रहा है ना.
करेक्ट.
क्यों? वो लोग वो अलायंस मेहनत कर रहे हैं, वो फिगरिंग आउट. नहीं होता है बोल के बैठ जाने वाला इस वो हारा हुआ सोल्जर जो युद्ध को जा ही नहीं रहा है. यस और नो?
करेक्ट.
सो और दूसरा बात, देयर इज नो डैम वे अदर देन दिस to figure out our own fragmented identities and align all of them into one. Are you understanding? Because हमारे यहाँ कैसा है, I want this person in my life. That person has certain requirements in his life. I want that person, but I will behave like myself only. Now, I am a businessman. I want a certain customer to buy my product. Then I design my product according to him, design the experience according to him, design everything around him, because a businessman is money minded. अरे मेरे को अगर इतना प्रॉफिट कमाना है तो उसको जो एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए वो देना है, उसको जैसा जो चाहिए वो देना है, उसको प्रोडक्ट उसके हिसाब से देना है, वो कितना करेक्ट है. वैसे ही वॉट एवर आई वॉन्ट, वॉट इज दैट आई नीड टू फोरगो, वो क्लैरिटी होना चाहिए. But then what happens is I don't want to forego this, but I still want this. We are all anyway not suffering. And people say disowning certain benefits or wants in the mind for a specific want in the mind is difficult, they say. If you don't disown also, you are in difficulty only, getting,
messed up
between the both. So anyway, life means difficulty. Are you understanding? Now, how to ensure you enjoy this difficulty?
enjoyed it.
If you have a certain want, I will behave like this only, but I want this. Then these are contradicting. Then I am struggling between these two. Life is difficulty. Then now I want to enjoy this difficulty. I enjoyably leave this want which is contradicting to that want. And I get that. Then though there is one difficulty that I have lost one thing, there is a happiness that I have got one thing. I am enjoying this difficulty of leaving that. Yes or no? So we can enjoy the difficulties of life. But what really happens is we don't want to leave any difficulty, and so we are difficultly difficult. Are you understanding? Life itself is difficult. Now, who tells you that getting an IIT seat is easy? Getting an UPSC selection is easy. Passing 10th class is easy. There are many young children who are having a lot of problem figuring out quadratic equations, trigonometry. They feel, why are we doing all this? And it's so much stress, so much pain, so much mental, emotional trauma for them. But they are still doing it. Now we ask the children to do it. For it's good for you. But the same thing we don't do. So, see, the point is life is difficult no matter what you do. To leave your distractions and to be focused on your education, difficult. But if you choose to enjoy your difficulty, that the why is clear within you. If I do this, now I get this distraction, I only get this much. For example, now I am watching a cricket match. Now on a TV, exams are there. If I study, then I will become very successful. I can make a lot of money. Then I can, buy a VIP gallery ticket and sit in a stadium and watch with my girlfriend. No, this also can be added. But if I watch it now in the TV, then tomorrow definitely I am continuously sitting there and suffering. So if my why is clear, I choose, my success. Then I leave this urge to watch the match in the movie, TV. Then what happens? I'm choosing my path. Then what happens? I'm enjoying my difficulty. And when I enjoy this difficulty, focusing on education and becoming a great successful entrepreneur or whatever, and then I can, live the way I want. Then, if you understood, I have enjoyed the difficulty of life. Make sense or not?
Yes, sir.
Or else suffer the difficulty. That is the name. Ma Jagannatha Durga means difficulty. Durga means difficult. But if you know how to align and choose properly with your Mano Buddhi Chitta Hankara, she will be difficulty to your difficulties to come to you. Your difficulties will find it difficult to come to you. That is the reason why Durga Sadhana say. Or Durga Sadhana what? Mind. Lord Shiva is the universal potential. Ma Durga is all about mind. And it has a million, trillion or zillion ways of being the most crooked and the most aligned thing.
Just going to ask you this, Guruji. So when you say Mano, Chit, Buddhi, Ahankar has to be aligned, so say we say alignment to आप I am बोलते हैं. So that inner alignment अगर हम कर लें, but you're also asking us to sort out by changing our mindset in the physical
Mental patterns,
reality
algorithms.
also. So what is the role of the physical plane in the sadhak's journey?
Oh, a lot.
Because a lot of times we are told ki leave the mind alone, go beyond the mind, you just do your sadhana, align to your I am, and then that's enough.
Ignorant people do that.
वही
Am I
करते
clear
आ
with
रहे
you?
हैं.
No, ऐसा नहीं करते रहना चाहिए. Remember one thing, you should not be. हमारे यहाँ बताते हैं, देखो, धूप में बाहर जाने के बाद बहुत गर्मी में अगर हो, सडनली घर आके ठंडा पानी मत पियो. Why? You should not cool your system immediately. In the same example, in the same fashion, our external situations and our internal situations have to be groomed. The internal within and the external have to be groomed slowly and schematically. You can't jump.
Okay.
If you jump, then the body or the system, not just body, the inner cannot handle. And you can't run away from your debts. Are you understanding? You should not run away from your debts, because then there will be no success. Why? Because the nature does not, or universe, for scapegoats, you don't get any big achievements. And a scapegoat, भगोड़े को कुछ नहीं मिलता है. Scapegoat भगोड़ा है, भगोड़े को कुछ नहीं. हिंदी में बोला तो समझ आ गया. You don't make any success if you are a scapegoat. So, mind को छोड़ दो, इसको ये छोड़ दो, ये जो हुआ इसको छोड़ दो. No. किसी को छोड़ना ही नहीं है. ऐसा क्यों है? जो है उसको छोड़ ही नहीं सकते हो. बहुत सारे idiots ये भी बोलते हैं, I am not the body, I am not the mind. The truth is, Sanatan Dharma, what did our Upanishads teach us? सुनतव्य मन అంటే सुनते रहो माइंड के बारे में. ये माइंड कैसा है, ये सब कैसा है, ये सब किस तरह से एक ही परम तत्व है, उसके बारे में सुनते रहो और फिर उसको मनन करते रहो, और ताकि निधि ध्यासन इन सबको कलेक्ट करके अलाइन कर सको तुम. किसी को छोड़ना ही नहीं. शरीर भी मैं ही. क्यों? ये शरीर बना कैसा है? फंडामेंटली मैं एक ऐसी इंटेलिजेंस हूं जो एक पावर प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है, और वो पावर मेरे अंदर एक कोड बनाती है, और उस कोड से पूरे फंडामेंटल सेल्स बनते हैं, और ये सारा सेलुलर मेटाबॉलिज्म एंड मैनेजमेंट उस कोड के वजह से हो रहा है, और उस कोड उस प्राण डिसाइड कर रही है, और वो प्राण मैं बना रहा हूं, वो मैं हूं. I am that which makes power called prana. That prana is creating an algorithm. That algorithm is deciding. That is the reason why today I am healthy. I go to the doctor, do all the health checkups, everything healthy. After 1 week, suddenly I feel some pain, and the doctor suddenly discovers sudden serious problem. ऐसा बहुत सारे लोगों की जिंदगी में होता है. 3 हफ्ते में 2 हफ्ते में ऐसा क्या हो गया? 3 हफ्ते पहले चेक कराया, सब ठीक था, क्या हो गया? सडनली द एल्गोरिदम कोड में कोई फंक्शन मिस हो गया, बॉडी में हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट हो गया, वो भी बड़ा सा, इतना बड़ा, इतना सर आ गया। आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? ऐसा बहुत केसेस में होता है। मेरा बिजनेस अच्छा चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है, सडनली हम कहाँ से एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं करे, अनएक्सपेक्टेड जगह से, अनएक्सपेक्टेड तरीके से इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आया कि सारा बिजनेस उस दिन के बाद से ठप। आफ्टर दैट वी कुड नॉट रिवाइव द बिजनेस। ऐसे भी केसेस होते हैं। So if you understand, there is a code that's running this body and this mind. That code is run by the prana, power to execute. And I am the one who is creating that prana. That which can create power which can execute a code which is running the system. System is also built by me only. Where is something to be thrown? Everything is me only. What is there to throw here? I am not the body. Okay, then your leg has a 4-stage cancer. Can you be happy? Which you are different? No, you can't. Your leg also should be aligning. Okay, then my mind has a problem. Then also I have a problem. Emotion has a problem. Then also everything is me only. Why? Everything is coming. See, I'm telling you, that which is creating prana, which is creating a code, a function, if that is not there, even the cells will disintegrate.
Correct.
If that is there, the cells will never disintegrate. There are people who have not eaten for 3-4 years in a row. Scientifically, they have proved it, and still absolutely alive and kicking, healthy. Yes or no? There are few people who have not eaten for 3-4 years, yogic, Himalayan yogis, and under camera, under surveillance, they have stayed without water, without food, and nothing happens to their body. Now the point is, there is a power. That power is making a code, and that code is running this body. If that code is there, then the body is healthy. If that is not there, the cells also disintegrate. So does it invariably mean that this very body, mind, fundamentally is just a projection of that? What is the point in saying the reflection in the mirror is not me? Say it is me, but it is not the real me. It is me only. What you see in a mirror is you only, but not the real you.
Correct.
In the same fashion, this is me only, but not the real me. It is a reflection of that code. Today you have a healthy body, the prana is designing a code, and that code is allowing it. Tomorrow that code doesn't allow you, anything happen to you. Yes or no?
Yes.
अचानक ही बीमार पड़ते हैं ना?
जी बिल्कुल.
Most cases में slowly develop भी होता है, लेकिन अचानक भी होता है. तो you have to understand one thing. तुम वो पावर हो जो पावर प्रोड्यूस कर सकती है, प्राण प्रोड्यूस कर सकती है. उस प्राण से एक कोड बन रहा है, प्रारब्ध या जेनेटिक कोड बोल सकते हो, और उसी से तुम्हारे सेल्स मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हैं, डिसइंटीग्रेट हो रहे हैं, डाई हो रहे हैं, कुछ भी हो रहा है. 4-स्टेज कैंसर से बिना कोई मेडिसिन इस्तेमाल करे, अपने आप की अपनी इनर प्राण शक्ति से अपने आप को रिजुविनेट करे, सो लोग वर्ल्ड में बहुत सारे लोग है बहुत सारे लोग मर गए भी. क्यों? अपनी प्राण को कंट्रोल करना नहीं आया. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? अपनी प्राण को कंट्रोल करना ही साधना है. तो अपनी प्राण को कंट्रोल कोई और नहीं करना है, तुम्हें करना है, क्योंकि प्राण तेरा है. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
Yes, Guruji.
सो फंडामेंटली गोइंग बैक टू द क्वेश्चन, ये अलाइन क्या करना है या क्यों करना है या वेरी डिफिकल्ट है, या उससे पहले आई एम द फर्स्ट गुरु यू हैव हर्ड दैट टेलिंग वी हैव टू डू अलाइन. एवरीथिंग इज व्हाट नेक्स्ट, इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल, हमारी करंट सिस्टम एंड सबको अलाइन करके स्लोली ग्रूम करना पड़ता है. जंप करके कुछ नहीं होता. यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? यू हैव टू बी, perfection is not a choice.
It exists. No?
It exists.
Yeah.
So it's a manifestation of the real you.
So Guruji, what happens is, like, when say a sadhak starts doing sadhana, and then you go deep into your sadhana, and वो इतना मीठा होता है और इतना fulfilling होता है that the sadhak then wants to do more sadhana. फिर हमारे अंदर वो भगोड़ा mentality आ जाती है जो आप बोल रहे हो कि भी मुझे यही करना है. And then there are a lot of people who say कि हाँ, you have to be singularly aligned to that one truth, and then lot of people get lost along the way. How do you know? Sometimes you're ready for it, sometimes you're not ready for it.
That is the reason why you need to have Guru Sannitya. Satsangatve Nisangatva. निसंगत्वे निर्मोहत्व, निर्मोहत्वे निश्चल चित्तम, निश्चल चित्ते जीवन मुक्ति बोल के हमारे सदगुरु भगवान आदिशंकर भगवत्पाद ने कहा है। सत्संग, गुरु के साथ सही संग होना चाहिए। तो साधना करते हुए मीठा लगता है, फिर उसके बाद वी कैन, सो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई गुरु से दीक्षा लो और वो करते रहो इज नॉट, गुरु के पास रह के, गुरु से कांटेक्ट में रह के, दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई गुरु हैज टू पोक यू समटाइम्स, spook you sometimes. He has to pamper you sometimes. He has to give you confidence. Sometimes he has to push you down mentally, not emotionally. He has to all that. Satsanga, with satsanga, you get nissanga. What nissanga? Unnecessary, unwanted clutter identities within you get done away. Nissanga, you get. Then you just align. When you align, you have nirmoha. Oh, then you have no moha, but you have ichha. With that, you get Jivan Mukti or happiness, eternal happiness. Jivan Mukti is not just eternal happiness, but still Jivan Mukti, eternal happiness. So, राह भटक जाते हैं साधना में,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, हाँ जी।
गुरु की सान्निध्य होना जरूरी होता है।
तो गुरु जी, इतने सारे साधक हैं जो इतने सारे गुरुज के साथ साधना करते हैं, but they don't get this feedback from their guru, and then they just really lose their way.
That's unfortunate.
तो उसका क्या,
सही गुरु चुनना चाहिए।
कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपके लिए कौन सा गुरु सही है? How does one
मेरे
know?
लिए, उसके लिए ऐसा गुरु ना अपनी आइडेंटिटी के लिए सही नहीं होती है। You have to understand one thing, पहले तो अपनी भाग्य में जो है वही मिलेगा, तो अपनी भाग्य के हिसाब से अभी रहता है। दूसरा, हमारे को थोड़ा कॉमन सेंस अप्लाई करना चाहिए। जो गुरु बोलता है, मैं जो बता रहा हूँ वही सबसे ग्रेट है, उनको तो बिल्कुल नहीं भरोसा करना चाहिए। जो गुरु बता रहा है गॉड ग्रेट है, उनको बिल्कुल नहीं भरोसा करना चाहिए। जो गुरु बताता है कि ये यही है, उनको भी बिल्कुल नहीं भरोसा करना चाहिए। फिर किसको भरोसा करना चाहिए? उसको भरोसा करना चाहिए जो ये सब नहीं बोलते। और जो गुरु बताता है या महसूस कराता है, बताता है इज वेरी बैड। निरंतर तेरे मन को तेरे अंदर की इनफाइनाइट पोटेंशियल से अलाइन करवाते करवाते तेरे माइंड के चित्तवृत्ति, योगा चित्तवृत्ति निरोध, तेरे माइंड के चित्तवृत्तियों को इग्नोर जो नहीं करता है,
करेक्ट,
वो गुरु सही है। यू अंडरस्टैंड? सारे तुम सब कुछ छोड़ दो, सब त्याग दो, कृष्ण की भक्ति में मेरे पास आ जाओ, नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट, बट स्टिल buddy, that's not the way to go.
That's very difficult actually. It brings
It's
a lot
not
of
very difficult, it's idiotic too.
But no, but it brings a lot of difficulties in the physical plane, no?
Correct. So the point is, chitta vrittiya should not be ignored. Am I clear with you? No running away from the responsibilities of life. First, forget about running out. You have to conduct the responsibilities in your life in a very perfect, extremely more efficient way. See, हमारी भगवद गीता कैसे शुरू हुआ? हे कृष्णा, नॉट एग्जैक्टली वर्ड्स आई एम टेलिंग, बट हे कृष्णा, चलो ये युद्ध हम जीत जाते हैं, तो सामने है सो मेरे भाई बहन, जिया जी, ताया जी, फूफा जी टाइप, यही लोग हैं, गुरु लोग हैं। अब इन लोगों को मैं मार के युद्ध जीत भी लिया, तो ये लोग ऊपर जाएंगे और उनकी विधवा देखेंगे और उनके बच्चे को देखेंगे, और सब बच्चे छोटे हैं, सारे जवान तो इधर ही मर जा रहे हैं, तो उधर स्वर्ग जाएंगे युद्ध में मर के, ऊपर से नीचे देखेंगे तो अपने विधवाओं को और अपने छोटे छोटे बच्चों को देख के हेल्पलेस स्थिति में वो स्वर्ग में रह के भी दुखी होते हैं। इस पॉइंट से हमारे भगवत गीता स्टार्ट हुआ।
करेक्ट।
अभी आजकल ना पेरेंट्स, अगर आपने देखा है तो हम बुढ़ापे है, हमारे को जरिया है हमारा बच्चा, तो ही विल टेक केयर. नो, मोस्ट पेरेंट्स यूज देयर चिल्ड्रन एज ए बुढ़ापे की सहारा, बुढ़ापे की लाठी, और माँ बाप की सेवा करना है. नो फादर नो मदर. सनातन धर्म के गुरु ये नहीं बता रहे तुम्हारा बच्चा अगर तेरे से 10x नहीं है तो तुम स्वर्ग पहुंच के भी नरक में रहोगे. ये बात सिंपल बात समझा नहीं रहे कोई गुरु.
नहीं.
तुम्हारा बच्चा तुम मरने के बाद तेरे से 10x बेहतर स्थिति में रहना चाहिए. नहीं है तो तुम साधना भी करो, मेडिटेशन करो, तपस्या करो, पूजा करो, अर्चना करो, सब कुछ करो, स्वर्ग जाओ. उस स्वर्ग से नीचे देखोगे तेरी डीएनए कोहेरेंस रहते हैं. आत्मा वही पुत्र नामासी, तेरे शरीर तेरे डीएनए से ही आया है. ये साइंस मानती है, सनातन अद्वैत भी मानती है, आत्मा वही पुत्र नामासी. सो तेरे बच्चे में तेरे डीएनए है, तुम मना नहीं कर सकते हो. एंड तेरा डीएनए का रेजोनेंस इधर है, అంటే तेरा अंश इधर है. इधर तेरा अंश दुख होते हुए उधर तुम स्वर्ग में कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. सो मेडिटेशन करके स्वर्ग मत जाओ, अपने पहले बच्चे को इधर 10x करो, तो इसने 10x करके किसका भी फायदा करा वो सब पुण्य तेरे को भी मिलेगा. तुमने एक बच्चा किया, वो बच्चा ने 10,000 लोगों की जिंदगी में एक प्रोफाउंड इंपैक्ट लेके आया. योर कोहेरेंस created impact, you also get benefited. Are you understanding? Yes. It's called yoga dan, and cooperation, coordination and sahyog, giving cooperation. So all parents सनातन पूजा करो, अर्चना करो, दूसरों को, तेरे बच्चों को तेरा 10x बनाओ. अगर तेरा बच्चा तेरा 10x नहीं है तो तुम, भगवद गीता भी शुरू उधर से हुआ कि मेरे लोगों को मैं मार दूंगा, वो दुखियारी नीचे देखेंगे तो स्वर्ग में भी कुछ नहीं रहेंगे. लेकिन आजकल क्या हो रहा है, रॉन्ग गुरु सिस्टम में तुम करो, माँ बाप की सेवा करो. माँ बाप की सेवा नहीं करे तो भी तुम्हारे माँ बाप की 10x तुम्हारे को होना है. नॉट जस्ट फाइनेंशियली, इमोशनली, मेंटली, इन एवरी वे. आपकी मम्मी पापा से आप हर जगह पे बेहतर होना जरूरी है, हर जगह. क्योंकि आप उनके डीएनए फुटप्रिंट को आगे लेके जा रहे हो, उनकी कोहेरेंस को आगे लेके जा रहे हो. और इट्स कॉल्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट. यू अंडरस्टैंड?
Yes.
यू इन्वेस्ट इन अ कंपनी, यू वांट 10x रिटर्न, यू डोंट वांट रिडक्शन. तुम्हारा बच्चा करे सो, इफ आफ्टर योर डेथ यू रीच स्वर्ग and your child is struggling for money, you will not be happy in Swarga. Money or anything. Example, money, you have to understand example. Now, money connects easily, so I'm telling money. But I want, if your child is not happy in the 50s and you are there in the Swarga by doing meditation, from there you will see your child suffering. Technically, the DNA resonance will never allow you to be happy there. This is what is told in our Sanatana Dharma. Am I clear with you? That is the reason why we have to follow Krishna Karma Krut. So we have to understand how Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna actually taught us. You can't run away. You need to create 10x. You need to create a legacy. All successful businesses want to create legacy.
Yes.
Why don't you want to create a legacy? You are not a successful business. You are struggling in your own self. Thereby, how can you go to Swarga then? If you are a business which is not successful, then how can you be entering the Hall of Fame? Swarga is technically the Hall of Fame, right?
Okay.
No?
I don't know.
Yeah. What is Swarga Naraka? What you can enjoy, that is Swarga. What you don't like is hell.
Right.
Am I clear with you? And तुम्हारी जन्म में कुछ पुण्य हो गया तो Hall of Fame.
Right.
पाप हो गया तो डस्टबिन. Make sense or no sense? Yes or no? Yes. That is the reason why हमारे रामायण में हमारी कृष्ण कीर्ति, राम ने अगर ये काम किया तो आने वाले पीढ़ियां क्या कहेंगे?
Correct.
Is the question in the रामायण. राम अगर ऐसा किया तो रघुकुल के इज्जत क्या हो जाएगा? राम की पूरी जिंदगी ऑब्जर्व करे हुए तो महाश्रेष्ठ अति श्रेष्ठ परम गॉड का डेफिनेशन तो क्या है? అంటే पास्ट की मर्यादा बचाते बचाते फ्यूचर की जनरेशन को एक डायरेक्शन देते हुए फिजिकल करंट लिव इन द प्रेजेंस as to save the past and create a golden future. Yes or no? So we have to understand one thing. अगर तुम in your life, if you do not live a life of pride and honor for your own self, if you don't look at yourself, that's not called sadhana also. I am not saying you should look at your pride, with yourself pride and honor. देख, जीतने के लिए आखिरी खतरा, खून के खतरा तक जो लड़ाई करता है वो ही उत्तम योद्धा है, जीतने वाला नहीं है। जीतने वाला तो जीत गया है, तो उसको जो फल मिल गया तो उसको उत्तम योद्धा नहीं कहते हैं। वीर योद्धा वो है जो, इसीलिए हम भगत सिंह को इतना इज्जत करते हैं, दो ही डिडंट अचीव हिज गोल, बट वी स्टिल रेस्पेक्ट दैट ग्रेट मैन। व्हाई? एंड he didn't bother about himself. There was no himself. There was only the mission for us, and the mission was us. So आज भी हमारे दिलों में इतना इज्जतदार है कि नहीं? ऐसा क्यों है? क्योंकि अपने आप की छोटी पिंजरे से त्याग के अपने आप को बड़ा सक्सेसफुल एक मिशन के लिए अलाइन हो गया है। हम हमारी जिंदगी में वैसा जीना इज दैट इज द योग कर्म तो कौशलम। Efficiency and excellence in your every action is yoga. Yoga chittavriti nirodha. First, unwanted, unnecessary, negative deviations in your mind and your wrong precepts को हटाओ। हटाने के बाद क्या आएगा? योगा कर्म तो कौशलम, एफिशिएंसी एंड एक्सेलेंस आएगा। उसके बाद क्या आएगा? उसके बाद आएगा लास्ट में जीवन मुक्ति। लेकिन ये सब हटा के जीवन मुक्ति, गॉड, आई लव गॉड। लाइफ इज नॉट अबाउट गॉड, लाइफ इज अबाउट योर सेल्फ। आत्म साक्षात्कार, भगवान साक्षात्कार नहीं। एनलाइटनमेंट, सेल्फ एनलाइटनमेंट। God enlightenment is self enlightenment only. So God is self. That is what our Aham Brahmasmi. Are you understanding?
Yes, Guru.
So anyway, most important thing is creating alignment within you and living a life where you can feel pride and honor for yourself. But for that, what is very important? मनोबुद्धि चित्त अहंकार अनुसंधानता। वो आ गया तो ये आएगा तो 10x बच्चे भी आएगा। अरे बच्चों का योगा कर्म तो कौशलम, वो सब आएगा तो ऊपर भी जाओगे, साइकिल अच्छा रहेगा तो साधना सही है। और फिर मुक्ति कैसे आएगा? ये साधनाओं की साइकिल्स में रिफाइन होते होते ही मुक्ति आता है। दैट्स व्हाट आवर साइंस सेज। So just do this, sit. Is the most idiotic thing.
If I try to understand in a very simplistic way, though it's not simple, basically we have to achieve excellence in every aspect of our life, do our best and push our limits.
Obviously. But push our limits again, not while struggling. You can't push your limits while struggling. I am not asking you to increase your capacity to struggle. These days, push your limits means increase your capacity to struggle and increase your appetite for stress हो जा रहा है. It should not be misunderstood that way. Push your limits while you keep your mind always blissful. How? That is exactly what you need to learn through the Sri Vidya and the supramentalization or the Sanatana Advaita Vedanta. When you align within yourself, within a few months' time, you will get a state of mind where your mind is always blissful. No matter what your mind is happening, you will emotionally feel blissful. Emotionally always blissful. Mentally always working to expand your boundaries. If you are not blissful and expand your boundaries, you are bound to break. The system should be in a balance while it is growing.
Harmony.
If it is not in a harmony or in a balance and it is growing, it will break.
Right. Correct.
So, emotions should always be blissful no matter what happens in your life. And mind should always have this continuous and constant progress to expand its boundaries. If both is balanced, you will find a holistic growth happening. So just don't say push your limits. Push your limits while being 24/7 blissful. How is what the Guru teaches.
So the other thing which you suggested was that when we serve, आपने शुरू में बोला था that when we serve with the idea that I'm serving this being, and so when I'm expanding myself or excelling, I have to keep on asking myself this question that how can I make it better for this person in my life or this area of my life? How do I grow that area while remaining in a blissful state? So does that sort of sum up what you're saying? Like very simplistically.
Not exactly, very simplistically, yeah. But then the point is, after all, I've spoken for around 45 minutes on this, and you can't sum that up in one line because remember, we have 4 elements here. You need to be physically, mentally, emotionally, identity wise also balanced. And all this can come through an internal system, but working in an external environment. See, your physical comfort comes if there is an AC in a summer. Only then, technically, on a hot sun, on a tar road, without your footwear, can you be comfortable?
No.
So your physical comfort is based on external surrounding situations, mental also, emotional also, and identity also. But when you do sadhana, your identity and your emotions will not be based on external situations. For example, if you find your daughter or your people suffering, you will be emotionally troubled, mentally also troubled, physically also troubled, but not very much. You understand? You find your daughter crying. Physically, you will not cry because your daughter is crying. Mentally, you are disturbed. Emotionally, you are disturbed. Identity-wise, you are tormented. Now, when you do sadhana, your identity is aligned. Your emotions will be blissful. Then your mind will not be stressed, but it will get ideas to think how to ensure I create happiness in her life. What to talk to her. And when this happens, mental alignment happens. Then, though your daughter or your children or your people are suffering, you are identity-wise, emotion-wise, and mentally aligned. Then you create physical comfort. For a period of time, you see your children happily growing or doing good in their life, and physically also you are good. So you need to create physical, mental, emotional identity. And the 5th one is consciousness. All this together is consciousness. So all this can be balanced by internally consciousness handling, but in an external situation handling. Are you understanding?
Yes, Guruji.
And if that situation continues to be bad, or that is the reason why yada yada hi dharmasya glanir he said, whenever you find difficulty, I will come down as if it is his necessity. Why? Because if I am if a child is unhappy, father will never be happy. Period. Am I clear with you? So whenever I have extreme pain, father will come down and help. Are you understanding? Why? Because in my happiness, father finds his happiness. God cannot be happy if Jivatma is unhappy. Paramatma has no existence if Jivatma is not a part of it. Individual atoms, if not a part of a whole magnet, the whole magnet is never aligned in magnetism. So, the whole magnet respects individual atoms which are non-aligned. It tries to pull its individual atoms into alignment of north-south. Slowly, magnet loses its demagnetism. Demagnetism happens, and 1 or 2 atoms non-align. Their magnetism slowly reduces. The remaining atoms try to pull it again back. Are you understanding? So, the God is trying to pull us into alignment. Guru is trying to pull us into alignment. How? So, for that, what we need to do? We have to go to a right Guru and have an identity and emotional, blissful, stable development. Once your emotions and identity is sorted, your mind awakens. Once your awakened mind, active mind, with the power of your stable identity, and this happens, then physical happens through the power of your consciousness upbringing, conscious growth. When all this happens, everything goes. All this is happening by working with external situations only. Are you understanding? So, if you see a Krishna, Rama, They are all that in external situation. Rama was not Rama because he sat like this. Rama was Rama because he killed, lakhs of people in just half an hour during the Karadushana war. Or while doing that, he was absolutely aligned. He was not stressed. You understand? When Jagannatha Lokapavani was, technically I would like to kidnapped. It's a very bad word. But Lokapavani was kidnapped. Then externally he was unhappy. Internally he was absolutely Rama. Yeah. So the alignment. In difficult situation also, they had to. External situation, you leave, sit in a cave or don't leave everything, just sadhana karo. You are responsible for everybody and everything. Rama was responsible for a squirrel also. Rama was responsible for every person. Yes or no? So never discard your duties and never, there is nothing called as being a scapegoat or भगोड़े बनने का कोई बात है ही नहीं. Remember one thing, if you don't plan a legacy, then you are not a successful person. Your legacy decides your success. So Adhyatmikta is such an enticing, evolutionary thing. God bless you.